Welcome to the Mandem podcast. This is the show where we cover a lot of sports stuff. I'm Reese.
I'm Charlie.
And I'm Jordan.
And let's get covering. Our first topic today is going to be Raw. Let's talk about the topic. Let's start off with the first hour of Raw, guys. Obviously, it was the tribal
Court.
Yeah, that's it.
Tribal Court meeting for Sami Zayn.
What are your thoughts on what?
I mean, it's kind of a lead up to of what we know was going to happen for WrestleMania. To be fair, it's more Sami Zayn is going to be the one to turn on the bloodline. In my opinion, I think he will turn on him and help Kevin, and then decide to part ways and go on and become tag team champions with Kevin.
Jordan, what do you think of everything that's happened?
Yeah, pretty much the same. That I think this is like a major build up towards obviously WrestleMania, but leading up to obviously with the Royal Rumble and all that, I reckon. Like, how can I put this? I reckon Sami Zayn will probably interfere in Kevin Owens' match against Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So I think that will happen, and then leading up to WrestleMania, obviously Sami Zayn will probably have a change of heart and all that, and then, like Charlie said, like he'll end up getting under the skin of the bloodline, and then obviously turning on them, leading to a match with the Usos at WrestleMania for the undisputed.
Well, to be fair though, I don't actually think it'll be for the undisputed. I don't think it'll be for both. I think it would just be for SmackDown. That they will be the leader. They will try and be the leader tag team for SmackDown, because obviously now the build up between the Usos and the Judgment Day. Like, personally, what I think happened because of what happened with Jimmy, with the ref throwing the X up when he injured himself.
But
then Sami went in and obviously done his part and tried proving to Roman why he wants to stay in the bloodline. But that's not actually physically proving himself to stay in the bloodline. For him to actually stay in the bloodline, he will have to do something in that fight at the Rumble again with Roman.
But the thing that I don't get is that when Sami Zayn obviously was in the tribal court, I don't see him being like a threat, if you know what I mean.
But I do think he is a threat to the bloodline, and that's why Jay got involved and wanted to back Sami in the court, because Jay can see something in Sami because of what Sami's done for Jay. Look at all the times that Sami's backed Jay and helped Jay and told him this and told him that and all that. There's a connection there.
Yeah.
But also, there could be another speculation on this. It could be The Rock. Like, he's gone after Roman and said that he's the head of the table. He's the tribal chief. Everyone needs to acknowledge him. So is this a setup with Jimmy and Jay and Sami turning on Roman to side with The Rock as their new tribal chief?
I mean, there is a possibility of that happening. But the way I see things is that I reckon what's going on right now with Sami is that, because what Roman said about he had a few days left and he doesn't want to see Sami till the Rumble, right? My theory here is that if Sami does get involved at the Rumble, what will happen? Will he stay in the bloodline? Will he?
If Sami gets involved but don't help Roman, then he's going. That's been made abundantly clear already by Roman. He kind of made that statement already. Like the time when Sami had the chair in his hand from the Usos.
Yes, I remember that.
He could have easily just smacked Kevin with the chair, but he refused not to do that.
Yeah.
So
he still has heart.
This tribal court meeting with Sami, I think Roman sees him as a threat.
Yeah.
Because of what he can do.
It was like during War Games.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like during War Games.
During War Games, yeah. He had to prove his loyalty there.
When Sami Zayn was about to hit Kevin Owens with the Aluva kick, there was a moment before he did that. It was in a way, like trying to, like how can I put this? Like just there was.
There was heart. There was still heart.
There was still heart. Like because obviously they've been friends for like.
Well, he don't really class them as a friend, does he? Him and Kevin class each other as brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Like the brotherhoods.
Exactly, the brotherhood. Like Jimmy and Jay, they back themselves. They don't back no one else. They back themselves because they're brothers.
Yeah.
But Sammy did show a change of heart when he did haluva kick Kevin in War Games.
Yeah.
He haluva kicked him, but then he gave the finish to Jay because he didn't want to do it, and that's because he knows what he's just done.
He knows deep down inside there's still a brotherhood, and
but he's trying to reminisce that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Basically. But then it's the same with the Usos and the Judgment Day segment as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, leading up to that, to be honest, in my opinion, I actually did think that Judgment Day were going to be new tag team champions. But then I don't think they would have been because I don't think Dominic is suitable for that. That's just my opinion. Everyone might be different.
The way I see it is that
I don't see Dominic as a threat in Judgment Day.
No.
Why is he there? Why is he there? And that's a question for you lot out there as well. Like, why do you think Dominic suits Judgment Day?
Yeah. But the thing that I don't understand is that, I mean, I do get why Dominic, turned on Ray and everything, but
I don't get that either.
No.
Why would all of a sudden his son have a change of heart with his own dad, his own flesh and blood, and then rock up to his house on Christmas Eve?
I mean, I did see a tweet. It was a few months back. It said that Ray wanted to have a match with Dominic at Mania or something.
The career versus
the career versus like just a career, Ray's career on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, like what Sean did with Undertaker.
Yeah, but if that does happen, because I have seen that I have seen.
But it can't happen now because they're on two different brands. And Ray can see more of his career because hence why he's going after Karrion.
Yeah.
And I think him and Karrion will form a tag team at some point. Because of the way Karrion
Well,
is.
you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. Why all of a sudden has Karrion just gone out, like, come in for Ray? Like, what's that about? Like, it doesn't make sense. Because Ray is Ray. Ray's been the tribute of the torch from the Mexican era anyway. That he is one of the best. What he does in ring and out of the ring, like he knows his limits, he knows where he stands, he knows where he lies.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there's no one else in a mask who in WWE who can do what he can do.
No.
So, and it's the same with Undertaker as well. Undertaker is the best in-ring competitor in my opinion.
There's no doubt about that,
knowing what he can do, and he even knew his limits. He knew how far he could push himself. Hence why he's now passed the torch on to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
But as I said to these lot off of camera before, with the whole Bray Wyatt LA Knight promo with Undertaker, LA Knight's trying to prove himself as a top competitor in WWE.
I think he has the ability.
And he has the promo ability, but does he have the fighting spirit that Bray Wyatt can have? Because Bray Wyatt can bring anything he wants.
I mean,
is it going to be 5-5 Funhouse Bray? Is it going to be the Fiend? Is it going to be the Eater of Worlds? Is it going to be a new Bray Wyatt that we've not seen before? No one's going to know what it is going to be.
Well, I mean, there's so many versions of Bray that you could possibly think of.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't know what you're getting with him.
That's it. Yeah,
and LA Knight don't know what he's got himself in for, especially now that Undertaker.
Bray Wyatt is literally just a box of treats. Like
you don't know what you're gonna get.
It was like with Mick Foley. You don't know what side you'll get. Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love. It's the same thing with Bray.
Exactly. Yeah. But for me personally, my honest opinion, I do think Undertaker will be at the Rumble.
Yeah,
and because no one knows what Taker actually said to Bray when the promo actually finished. He could have said, I'm passing the torch down to you. He could have said, I'm going to be in your corner. He could have said, I'm going to watch your fight. No one knows actually what's going to happen. And I think LA Knight's got himself in for something tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll wait and see. I mean, people at home, let us know what you think is going to happen with Bray. What version we'll get tonight. We would love to know. So, yeah. Let's cover
the DX promo. DX promo was actually amazing. Like, I'm not going to sit there and deny that.
I mean, I haven't.
But the
really...
one part that really did annoy me as a big DX fan is when Imperium interrupted.
Yeah.
They didn't need to interrupt there.
No.
Like, in my opinion.
No.
They could have just let DX cut their promo, say what they got to say, and then come out. Why did they come out as soon as Triple H got down and was going to start saying, we've got 2 words for you?
I mean, I like the fact that they brought in Imperium as the heel team to go against them, like on the
But
mic.
they know off camera that they're not going to fight DX because X-Pac got a load of shim metal templates in his legs. Triple H is Triple H is now the head of creative.
Yeah.
He's got too much on his head, and Sean is a general manager of NXT. He's got too much going on, and Kurt Angle is just Kurt Angle. My favorite superstar of all time.
Yeah,
I don't know who yours are, but for me, it's
Kurt
Angle.
I mean, I'm currently wearing my favorite, but we moved.
Yeah, I'll probably got Michaels.
Michael.
My favourite.
But for me, it's just I picked Kurt Angle because of his whole Olympic background. Like he had to start from nothing to get to where he has become in WWE today, one of the all-time greatest ever.
Yeah.
Like he was the one who brought John Cena on the scene. Kurt Angle was the one who brought John Cena in because John Cena's debut match was against Kurt.
Yeah.
So for me, Kurt Angle is what gotta be one of the best, and for him to be in that segment just top that segment off.
Yeah. Let's move on now to SmackDown. And obviously, let's talk about the first match on the card.
Well, we actually didn't really cover the Lashley Austin Theory.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
Like,
let's talk about the main event before we move on to SmackDown. Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory.
Well, when Lashley
I
cut
thought
his...
it was a good match until...
It was a good match up until the leading of the end of it. But to be fair, we all knew that Brock was going to be there.
Brock was definitely going
because Bobby Lashley had to cut a promo backstage before his fight when he was training and all that, before MVP decided to stick his 2 pennies worth him as well and trying to bring back Hurt Business 2.0, which again, I think makes sense. But
I think they shouldn't have been split up in the first place.
They should have. They should have. And the only reason I say they should have been is because then they can all try. Like Shelton and Cedric could have gone on to bigger and better things as a tag team, but they got used as jobbers, in my opinion. Omos was dominant. He was dominant on his own. Like when he come in with MVP,
I don't think Omos is that much, you know.
I do. I think he can be very dominant if he's used correctly. Yeah. If he's used in the correct way.
When he was with AJ, like...
He was dominant. He was a dominant
that was when he was... Like, he had someone, like, there. Like,
but he's now got someone in his corner again. He will have the Hurt Business if he does, because he's going to be the co-leader of the new Hurt Business. Because him and Bobby will probably end up forming a tag team at some point.
They'll bring
but then again, though, throwing a spanner in the works, do we think, and do you lot think at home or wherever you're watching around the world or wherever, do you think that the Street Profits will be in the Hurt Business 2.0?
Yeah, I can see them like benefiting from with a leader like MVP.
What, and also just following in Bobby's shadow? Is that what we're trying to say here?
Well, not like,
because that's technically what it's going to be, though. If you think of it logically. They're all going to be following in Bobby's Bobby's shadow. To be fair, because Bobby is the leader. In my opinion, obviously everyone might be different, but in my opinion, I think the Street Profits, as Jordan obviously said, I think they will benefit.
Yeah, they'll definitely benefit from someone like MVP. Like I reckon that MVP can bring out the the full potential of the Street Profits.
Yeah. Well, Reece,
just like what they did with Cedric and
Shelton. When Cedric was being used as a jobber and he wanted to move on. Now, as you say, MVP's fantasy highest potential.
Yeah.
Reece?
See, well, I think with the Hurt Business, if they're going to recruit new superstars, I reckon they'll bring in Carmelo Hayes from NXT, because I think he has the potential of being part of the Hurt Business. Street Profits, I think, have potential as well. But at the moment, they're doing their own thing.
It also could be a lead up to the Bloodline versus Hurt Business 2.0.
I mean, I would love to see that happen.
Because you'll have Solo, Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, Roman.
Yeah.
If Sammy still stays in.
Yeah.
Versus Omos, Lashley, Street Profits.
Yeah.
And then obviously Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Because I mean, I can agree to that, but then obviously, what they're going to do about Shelton and Cedric? Are they not going to join, or what's going to happen there?
I think they'll be part of the group as well, but they'll probably go on to win. They'll probably focus on like the Raw Tag Team titles or something. Because I think the main people on the group will probably be Lashley, Omos, maybe Hayes.
But then again, though, is Sean willing to let Carmelo Hayes just go across?
He's accomplished everything already. He's former North American champion.
The only thing he hasn't won is the NXT.
That's the one champion he hasn't done yet. But I think they will wait. I think let him have his chance of winning the NXT championship, then bring him to the main roster and see what he can do on Raw or SmackDown.
Out of NXT though, the person I do think is going to get a major push in WWE, either in Raw or SmackDown, is Bron Breakker.
I can agree to that. Yeah.
Because he's so dominant on NXT.
Braun Strowman.
And the thing is, I'd send him over to SmackDown just to go after Karrion. Use them both to their full potential.
Thing is, I don't think he'll go after Karrion. I think if they're going to bring Braun over to SmackDown, I'd feed him to LA Knight. Give him to LA Knight.
No, I'd feed him to Karrion. Why would you feed him to LA Knight?
Why Karrion?
Because Karrion will be able to get the full potential out of what he can do in the ring and out the ring against Braun. Because Braun will push Karrion to his limits.
But I'm thinking of the WWE logic of what's going on. They'll push him against LA Knight.
What, after a major loss against Bray at Royal Rumble, in my opinion?
I mean, we shall see.
That's just my opinion. Obviously, people might be different, but he moves.
Let's cover SmackDown.
Oh, what, the beans on toast of a performance?
That show was literally ass, honestly. But we're going to cover it anyway. Hello.
Kevin Owens and Solo, good fight up until the end.
Yeah.
But we all knew that Sammy was going to be there because he got caught at the front at the start.
Yeah, at the start. No, I was at the start. Like, obviously, he snuck in and obviously thanked Jay for sticking up and saving him from getting absolutely Samoan spiked by Solo.
Yeah. But again, it was a good fight, but I do see more. Personally, I think if Solo was to go solo, no pun included.
Yeah.
I think personally he would be able to be a brutal force, but he can't get to his highest potential because he's in Roman's shadow.
Yeah.
He's Roman's enforcer.
I mean,
so anything goes wrong in the bloodline, Solo's the one to deal with it.
Yeah.
But he pretty much reminds me of his uncle Umaga.
Yeah.
He's got the same resemblance, yeah.
Just about the tattoos, and he's just not more fat.
Yeah.
Person.
No disrespect to Umaga. We love Umaga.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Love him. The whole Austin Theory promo when he came out of SmackDown. One, he's a Raw superstar, but two, why on earth are there so many Raw competitors?
Because I think it's Rumble season. They want to bring both superstars onto two shows. That's why Imperium was on Raw this past week.
Yeah, but it was also Raw 30. You've got to bear that in mind. So everyone wanted to be on Raw 30.
But But Imperium was never part of Raw, so I don't know when they were there. They haven't been on
because that's the
show.
only faction that they would be able to push. Hence why they're going up against the Street Profits and Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins has always idolised DX, but mainly Shawn and Triple H because of what they have done for him and his career in WWE. If it wasn't for Triple H, Stephanie and all them, when they were the Authority, Seth Rollins would never have held that world title.
Yeah.
So he's got to try and say a thank you to them, hence why he came out. But when he came out, not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna see Jon Moxley.
The thing is that with Jon Moxley is that I know his contract is up soon, but I don't see him coming back. As much as
I do see him back if the contract is right. If they all sit down and they let John do what he's doing in AEW and WWE, I think he'll come back.
I mean, only time will tell.
And also, I think, believe it or not, I do think behind closed doors in WWE, I think they are trying to recruit CM Punk.
Oh, no.
I'm a bit.
Given
that one.
Well, obviously, given what's happened with CM Punk in AEW after he won the one title, the press conference that he had, obviously throwing shade at Omega, the Young Bucks, Colt Cabana, Hangman, and all that. I felt that was given the like the veteranship of CM Punk, and given like where he's at his career, I felt like, in my opinion, I felt like that was unnecessary.
It was not
Like,
unnecessary action.
Yeah, it was unnecessary
to
action
happen.
Honestly, to happen, and then after that, like it like everything else has gone downhill for Punk. Like,
Even his MMA career.
Yeah, well,
he's a very
we don't talk about that.
Well, we do because it's part of his career. He's when
it's
he
very
left
controversial.
When he left WWE, his words were, "I'm going to make it in UFC."
Yeah, but he never won.
He's never won.
He
lost 4.
The 4?
4. He was 4-0 before he signed with AEW to make his return because it was something that he was good at. And
I thought it was 3. My bad.
I might even be wrong.
I'm not sure.
Someone let us know in the comments.
In the comments. Let us know if it's 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
But the only one who actually did make it from WWE to there's only a selective few that have made the crossover from WWE to UFC, and that was Batista, Lashley, Lesnar.
Yeah.
They're the only 3.
For me, Lesnar was it? Like,
Was the high one.
Was that like
Batista's only had 1 fight.
Because of obviously of his wrestling background, like obviously when.
But it's also the same with Bobby. Bobby's got a military background, like a Marine, an Army Marine for the US. He's also got a WWE background as well.
So with Lesnar, obviously he's got that wrestling background when he was at college.
Same with Otis.
Minnesota and all that.
To be fair, he has a wrestling background.
So for him to transfer from WWE or to cross over from WWE to UFC
was
like
hard
he had that knowledge of the wrestling, and then obviously like months down the line he became the undisputed world heavyweight title.
Yeah. I think he beat some guy, didn't he? I can't remember his name. Let us know in the comments who he beat.
It was also the same with Jake Hager. He continues to be MMA as well.
Yeah.
Swagger.
I've forgotten.
Well, we all know him as Jack Swagger, but in a hashtag in AEW is Jake Hager with a purple bucket hat.
I did. I bucket hat. I swear to God.
But even with the Street Profits and Seth Rollins as a tag team, they all actually like contributed in their own different way. They all done bits of like, because if you think of it logically, you have pretty much a heavyweight in Angelo Dawkins, and then you have 2 cruiserweights in Seth, or high flyers in Seth and Montez.
Yeah.
Because Seth will jump over the top rope, and Montez will fly over the top rope. And believe it or not, even the same with Angelo.
Angelo can jump. He can
jump, but he's more of a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Like, he reminds me of like a Big E in the New Day. He's their heavyweight. He's got a high flyer and he's got a bruiserweight in Xavier.
Yeah.
As we all know him as Austin Creed.
Yeah.
Well done with the channel up, down, down.
Yeah. But let's go back to the Austin Theory promo for SmackDown. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of Austin Theory. You know, Charlie, how much I don't like him.
Yeah, well, I think we covered that.
Well, for me, it's A-Town down all day.
Yeah. I see what they did. I know they're trying to build a Theory Cena rivalry, and I mean, I don't mean to be biased here, but I think Cena will get the upper hand.
Not really.
No.
He's younger talent.
He is younger talent.
He knows how to work the ring.
Like, don't get me wrong, Theory does have potential, but I just don't see. I don't see him beating Cena.
I do.
I don't
do.
actually see it.
Because he's Vince McMahon's little bum jump.
Yeah, but Vince is not there anymore. He's back, but he's not like Sherman.
No, but Triple H is using Austin to his full potential.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately for John, he could be destroyed if he does that.
Yeah. Even though like Cena ain't being used that much, he comes in to help.
Exactly.
It was like when
The only way I can see Cena coming back here is if he gets offered a 17th time title reign.
That needs to happen before he retires or doesn't come back.
The only one who ever be able to overtake that is Orton, but then Orton ain't got long left.
No, I mean with the back injury he's got at the minute, I don't think he's going to have long left on.
I think he's going to turn up tonight.
We'll get to that in a minute.
No, I'm going to throw it out there now. I think he's coming back.
You think so?
Yeah. Because it's been leaked that he can come back because his wife's been putting it on Twitter. But getting back to the promo with Austin Theory, New Day done well coming out. They always know how to cut a promo. Well done, Kofi, because it was in his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically just addressed what we're addressing, basically. And they're going to win the Rumble. And what surprise does everyone think that Kofi has in store?
That's the thing.
Well, every Rumble.
Well, we're going to get it.
No, it's part of the promo on SmackDown. He said that he's got a surprise.
Yeah.
So what do we think the surprise actually is? And I don't think it's E.
I was going to say he'll probably be Biggie, but obviously he's still.
Yeah, he's not coming back till March.
He won't be back until March. Anyways.
But for me, the promo was decent. Could have been a better. But props to Lesnar coming out and just putting himself in the Rumble.
Yeah, and the thing is, I expected that to happen because.
Well, we all knew it was going to happen, but we didn't know
know
when. I thought we were just going to turn up at the Rumble.
It was leaked all over Twitter, Facebook. It said Lesnar's in the building tonight for SmackDown as he revealed he'll be part of the Rumble match. So we knew it was going to happen. So I wasn't really fazed by it.
That's any problem.
But let's cover Karen versus Ray.
Karrion versus Ray was for me the best match on the show.
They pulled it off. I give them props.
But that's what I said with Ray. In ring competition, Ray's actually really good.
He is.
He knows how to work your body. He knows how to work your opponent, and that's what he did.
I mean, he's been wrestling.
The only bit that did annoy me was when Scarlett tried to get involved. I don't understand why she's getting involved for. Why is she getting involved?
I mean, because she got involved because it's part of her character. Because she's a heel. She's supposed to.
But why was she getting involved? She basically, in a way, kind of stopped Ray getting momentum for the 619.
But it didn't stop him because Ray won the match.
Yeah, the other way. He had to do it the other way because Scarlett weren't on that side.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But Karrion versus Ray, for me, opening match takes a lot of confidence for two superstars to open SmackDown the way it had to be open.
Yeah.
And then for it to go downhill from there. So I don't think SmackDown had a very good card this week.
No, it wasn't really a good show, to be honest.
It wasn't really all that much.
And LA Knight and Bray Wyatt, they again mic specialists.
Especially Bray, he knows how to work on it.
So does LA Knight.
Yeah.
But props to LA Knight though, coming out from creative of 2K games now.
Yes.
He's not the head no more.
He's
not the head no more.
No.
He's been told that he can't do it because he's travelling all the time.
Yeah.
He won't have time to do entrances and all that, move sets and all that. Even though he did love the job.
Yeah.
He did love the job. He said that. But for me, he's now getting what he deserves. A push.
Yeah. He is getting a push.
Instead of being used as a jobber as he was before on NXT.
I just wanted to talk about as well
the entrance of LA Knight. Well done. With him and his tiny lantern.
You know what? When I first heard the music, I thought, oh my god, it's Bray Wyatt from 2014.
Eater of Worlds.
Yeah. But then I saw it was
LA Knight.
I was like, oh Jesus.
With his tiny lantern.
His tiny lantern. Oh my god, that actually got me. But I want to
again, them two mic specialists. That promo again, I think, kind of saved their show from going down the pan.
Yeah.
Like
definitely did.
But I want to go back to last week on SmackDown and talk about the Funhouse being back.
Firefly Funhouse Bray.
Yeah. I think that
always a brilliant topic.
Always brilliant. And everyone loves Firefly Funhouse. I think we all can agree on that. With Bray Wyatt, I don't know. He always has something different every week.
Well, I mean, he did get his ass cracked out last week on SmackDown.
Yeah, but they had to blow it out with the moth.
Wyatt 6 months.
What? Yeah.
But again, I'm asking everyone, and including you lot here as well, yeah. Who do we think Uncle Howdy actually is? I just want to know who this leprechaun man with a mask is. Because we've held it out for so long.
I'm going to throw a name out here and I'm going to say Bo Dallas. You can disagree if you want, but I'm saying Bo.
Yeah, I probably would, given like the stature of Uncle Howdy is.
I disagree with both of you.
Alright.
I think it's Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Only reason I say that is because he's not been seen on TV for a hell of a long time. Last time he was seen on TV was with Dexter Lumis when he got taken under the ring.
He's currently out injured.
How do we know it's a fake? How do we not know
Because
it's a
there's
fake
been
injury?
pictures online of him in the hospital bed.
Yeah, but he's not fighting as Uncle Howdy, is he? He's just walking around.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
And he also has the same posture as Uncle Howdy has now. And all he's doing is taking off his top hat.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, you lot in the comments, who do you think Uncle Howdy?
Yeah, let us know in the comments,
Like,
please.
that'd be interesting.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Tonight's the Royal Rumble, guys. Let's cover all the matches that's happening. So let's cover first the women's Royal Rumble.
Rhea Ripley's.
Yeah.
Mammy is gonna win.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying as well.
I'm saying it's Rhea, and I think she's gonna get the most eliminations seen in the women's. Royal Rumble
I
match.
think I can agree to that.
I'm gonna say she's gonna get 11.
What, you can look at Tyra Kane?
No, she's gonna break the record from Bianca in 2020 when she eliminated the most women as 8.
Oh, yeah.
I think Rhea's gonna get 11.
I mean, I can see that happening. I do.
And the
think-
runner-up to that, who she's gonna beat, I think, is Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. Matt's disagreeing on that one. I don't think Liv Morgan would be the runner-up. I reckon it would come down to Rhea Ripley and possibly Becky.
Yeah, I was going to.
Is Becky actually been entered into the Rumble?
Becky's in the Rumble.
Yeah, Becky's in the Rumble. Yeah.
I still think Liv. That's just
I mean,
my opinion. Again, you
Well-
lot can give us your predictions for the women's.
I mean,
Rumble as
also
well.
Damage Control was also announced last night they're going to be part of the Rumble.
Yeah,
so-
but then that is every woman for themselves.
Yeah, but we all know Damage Control can help each other. Like Randy and Edge did in 2007.
Yeah, but then Randy eliminated.
Yeah,
Edge.
then Randy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. It was the same. It was the same as the Shield. It was the same as the Shield. Seth, Dean, and Roman were all in, and Roman eliminated both of them.
Yeah.
Because every man for themselves. They're going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If they win, they're going to WrestleMania. But I don't think there's no one out there, apart from probably Raquel Gonzalez, if she gets used to her potential, that can equal Rhea's power. But for me, I've always idolised Rhea. I've always, her and Alexa Bliss for me.
Yeah.
And getting down to, I think Alexa's going to beat Bianca.
Who do you reckon will be the surprise returns in that match? Like
In that match.
for the women.
I'm going to say Lita.
Lita.
Yeah. That's just one. You lot can say yours as well, if you have more than one.
See, I'm trying to think of superstars that haven't been. You know what? I would like to see Tori come back again. I know she's already had the Rumble match before, and she's always been there every year. But I do want to see Tori back.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm going to throw a wild one out there as Lita.
Go on,
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah.
You don't want it back because you want to hear the song play.
Well, I'll just stop her theme song.
That's
No,
it.
but she's a good wrestler. She
She
proved
is.
that many times when she was on SmackDown.
I reckon someone like Trish will probably come back.
Oh, you're going along the same line as me with Lita.
Yeah.
So if Lita comes back, can we all
I
agree
reckon
that
there will
Trish
be a
is gonna
few
there?
like legends in that match. Like obviously, like you said with Lita.
I think there'll be. I think Lita will come back. If Lita comes out tonight, then we all know that Trish is coming at some point
Yeah.
because them two are best friends.
Yeah.
Alright, odds on the Bella twins.
I don't think they're going to get
No.
used after their promo they got on Instagram.
Yeah.
They slandered WWE.
They did. They won't be it.
They slandered WWE because
What's
their little cut commercial thing that happened, and then they cut to like old clips of women. They didn't use any of the Bellas. They didn't use Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, after what she did for the company. They only used certain few, but again, you can't really blame that commercial because you're only using what they got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They in that space of time, they could only use what they had.
Yeah.
But again, returns and all that.
Yeah.
Returns and all that. I still think Victoria will come back because she was, even though she's been in the 2021, she'll just come back.
I'll probably would throw a name out there. Probably Kyrie.
Oh, Kairi Sane.
Kyrie Zane.
Kyrie, you know what? I did say this as well. Kyrie Sane. I think she will be back.
Yeah.
But she'll be back as a Forbidden Door entrant.
Is that your Forbidden Door pick?
My Forbidden Door.
Is that your Forbidden Door pick?
Yeah.
See, I don't know with my Forbidden Door pick.
I mean,
for
there's
them.
so many you can go for.
I mean, I will say Kyrie. I know it's a bit boring, a bit odd, but
I think it's just the obvious
it's
one.
just the obvious one. I think we're going to see a new change to Asuka.
What's she going to bring back her?
She's going to
New
bring
Japan?
back her New Japan attire. She's going to be known as Dark Asuka. That's what I think. She's due.
Yeah,
she's due a role change. Alexa's got her role change. Bianca still ain't got her role change, but she's champion at the moment, so she don't need it.
Yeah.
The only one out of M3 that haven't had a role change in ages is Asuka, and she still hasn't been used compared to what she was used when she first came in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she first came in, she was undefeated.
Yeah, for over a year or something.
Over a year and a half.
Yeah.
That she was undefeated.
Until Charlotte broke it at WrestleMania. Yeah.
And then obviously Becky then broke it again.
Yeah.
But Becky, with Becky, she's a brilliant superstar. I love her. Like she's so good in ring and all that. Knowing the fact that she's also got her little daughter to look after as well.
Yeah.
Like family commitments as well. And she's still on the road travelling week in, week out, 363 days a year.
Yeah.
They hardly get any time off. Them lot. They're travelling all year round. They have no time to break. And for her to manage, and for Seth as well, getting time to spend with their daughter, they probably they have to adore every moment they get, because they don't know if it's going to happen again, apart from when she gets older and she can come backstage with them and all that, like the Miz did.
Yeah. Let's cover I think the second match on the card for me will probably be the Mountain Dew pitch black match between LA Knight.
Oh, Bray Wyatt's winning.
Bray Wyatt definitely winning that match.
I'll be very shocked.
It'll be normal Bray.
You think it'll be normal Bray?
So,
at the start?
And then, at the start, and then some point during that match, I reckon,
something's just going to switch.
Yeah, and then I think at that point, I reckon like Bray will go through like his transformation, and then out comes
The Fiend.
That's what I'm thinking.
I still think Bray's going to win, but I'd be very, very surprised if LA Knight manages to pull it off. Because if LA Knight pulls it off, the storyline's going to continue, and that's when Bray will end up summoning someone.
I mean, with Bray though, he hasn't had a match since he was released.
He has.
What's the last match?
Main event, a live event.
Yeah, but I'm talking about on TV.
That was on TV.
No, it wasn't. Live event's not on TV.
It was on TV because people were there.
No.
Then you can stream if you've got Peacock.
Guys, let us know if you can watch live events on TV. So I don't think you can. But with me though, I think Bray Wyatt needs this win more than LA Knight. I'm not saying it because I'm a big Wyatt fan. I'm just saying because.
We gather that.
You know.
Exactly.
Bray just needs to. He needs that push. Because when he came back, I really wanted him to go after Roman. But I think they're saving Bray for like a later date for Roman.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We shall see. Let's talk about the Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca,
Alexa for me.
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss for me.
I think Alexa as well.
No,
I'm not.
I'll probably take Bianca retaining.
You take Bianca's retaining.
The reason I say Alexa is because of what's going on with her and Uncle Howdy at the moment. Because she's
going through a dark transformation.
Going through a really dark change, and I think
we might actually see Lily in real life.
Here's the question that I just come up with just now: what if the second Uncle Howdy is Lily?
Exactly.
There's two. Remember, there's two Uncle Howdys. One attacks Bray Wyatt,
and the other one.
The other one,
Alexa.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Real life Lily.
It could be real life. So one of them could be a female.
And is it a surprise return?
We'll see some surprises tonight. I'm pretty sure we will. But
I think if Alexa wins, that's when the dark transformation is coming back, and we're going to see dark Alexa again. Because that for me, no one can top that. No one can top that. No one can touch her on that, because she basically got thrown in the deep end.
Yeah.
Got given a role.
Yeah.
To go through to work with Bray, and Bray was the Fiend.
Yeah.
And there's no one for me that can top that, because she was fantastic.
Perfect. She was perfect.
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
Hence why I'm going for Alexa to win tonight.
I mean, if both Bray and Alexa win their matches, I reckon after that
we know that the Firefly Funhouse is coming to life again.
Yeah, I can agree to that. The thing is though with Alexa, I don't know. I think she has the edge of winning tonight.
I think she has the edge. I think she'll do it with ease.
I mean, it's against Bianca. She's a very good athlete.
I'm not disregarding the fact that Alexa's just gonna walk in, send Bianca for a cup of coffee, and get the match
What, just
finished.
what you think that?
No, it'll be a good fight between them.
Yeah.
But I think Alexa
I was
will
gonna
do
say,
it. She,
like,
I think she will do it.
Surely
she'll
Alexa
do it.
won't cakewalk over.
She won't. I'm not saying that she's gonna do the cakewalk over it. I think because of her dark transformation, she's just gonna summon more power out of somewhere. It's gonna go all dark and all that, and Uncle Howard's just gonna be there. And she's just gonna transform.
I think
because her transformation at Mania when she had all the black ink
the
and,
black
and
ink
all
when she came
that,
out that
and then
box,
all the
innit?
fire that she used
box,
on Randy, the petrol when she told Randy to set her on fire, and all that.
Yeah.
That is summoning power. So she knows that Bianca's got power. She's got physical presence.
Yeah.
And the only way Alexa will be able to cut down that and break through all of that is by summoning power. And her power will be Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy will be her power. And then all of a sudden she'll just go through this dark transformation and just transform into this immortal god.
So do you think Uncle Howdy will interfere in that match?
No, he won't interfere. He'll just be lurking at the back like he has been doing at Raw.
But I think he'll interfere in the pitch black match.
He'll interfere in a pitch black match with Bray. And then I think that's when Undertaker's coming.
Yeah. Let's talk about now the fourth match that I think is going to be on the card. The WWE Universal
Roman for me.
Undisputed Universal WWE
Yeah,
Championship.
it's going to be Roman.
Roman's retaining. He ain't going to go that
retaining.
long without losing.
No.
He's going to continue to shake up until April.
I mean, he'll give Kevin a fight, don't get me wrong. Or Kevin will give Roman
Kevin will give Roman a fight, but Roman will just be too powerful.
I think in that match, I reckon we'll see Sami Zayn.
We'll see Sami Zayn, and then we'll see the full Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
But I think Kevin's got something leaked. I think Kevin's going to have someone in his corner.
Yeah.
And I think that person...
It was like during the match against...
I think that person's going to be AJ Styles.
That could be a shout.
No, AJ's injured.
You don't have to get involved to cause an interference.
Wait, what?
You don't have to be involved in the match to help Kevin.
Yeah, but what's AJ Styles got to do with the rival?
He can go after Sammy because he'll bring the OC with him.
Okay.
It'll be that faction again. That faction will go after the bloodline. Because we all know if Sammy's there, then the Usos and Solo are getting involved.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be outnumbered for Kevin. So Kevin's going to have something up his sleeve. He ain't going to be able to do it alone.
No.
So I think he's going to bring a faction with him. And it's going to be some bodies that he knows from New Japan. Because he was in New Japan for a while.
Sami Zayn.
Who? Kevin.
What were you on about?
When Kevin was in New Japan,
Yes.
he will be bringing old friends with him to help him. That's what I think. Because how is Kevin going to take on Jimmy, Jay, Sammy, Solo and Roman all at once on his own?
I mean,
Kevin's going to bring friends with him. And I think that's when the Forbidden Door is going to be open and Kevin's going to have some faction with him.
if that's the case, then maybe...
I think he'll bring Bullet Club.
Or Mark Briscoe. Considering the fact of tragedy what happened to his brother, God rest his soul.
Well, going back to like the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, because then two were really good friends in Ring of Honor.
I do think that something... Kevin has to have something up his sleeve.
I reckon, no, it won't be Mark Briscoe.
No, he's going to be involved with AEW at the moment with
Yeah.
Tony Khan because of what AEW are doing for his brother.
Yeah.
But Kevin will bring people with him because he has to. He can't take on 5 because you'll have Solo, Jimmy, Jay, Sammy, Roman.
Yeah.
Like, if he does that alone, fair play to him, but he's just going to get absolutely walked all over.
Yeah.
And hence why that's when I can see the turn from Sammy on the bloodline. If Kevin's outnumbered. If Kevin's outnumbered, he's not going to have the bottle to do what they're going to tell him to do, and he's just going to walk off.
Or he'll end up losing his crap and just end up attacking
Roman.
Yeah.
For Kevin.
Yeah.
Because it's the blood, as we said at the beginning, the brotherhood spirit that he has.
Yeah.
I don't think he's lost that.
No.
Again, we could see a return of Cena backing Kevin. Them two had a tag team match against Roman and Sammy.
Yeah.
All I know, unless it's The Rock.
That's the name that's been flown around.
The Rock and Cena in Kevin's corner.
I mean, The Rock has been advertised. Like,
Exactly. Cena hasn't been advertised. doesn't mean he's not going to be showing up at the Rumble.
No.
Because he could do a Cody at WrestleMania, just walk in dark clothes and not get seen. Because that's what Cody did at WrestleMania against Seth. He walked in. But he didn't walk in as blonde hair and all that. He walked in with a black hoodie, black trousers, black shoes. So no one knew who it was.
Yeah.
And we didn't know it was Cody because normally Brandy would be there. Yeah. But Brandy weren't there.
No.
She was at the back.
She was hiding in the trailer.
GM's office, you mean?
Trailer. They were in the trailer.
They were in the trailer, but she got out of the trailer.
I didn't see
and she went a different way.
Yeah. Let's cover the main...
But as I said though, Kevin will have something up his sleeve because he knows that he's got the whole bloodline with him.
Or we shall see.
Unless it's the start of whoever wins the men's Royal Rumble, which we can get onto in a minute, will come out and help Kevin try and beat Roman. That made the presence known of this is who I'm going to be picking because he has to pick Roman because Roman's champion on both brands.
Yeah.
So if Brock Lesnar wins it, we're going to see the return of Roman and Brock.
Maybe.
Whoever the winner is, I think will turn out tonight. Just stand there, not getting involved. Just stand there to Roman. Like their music will hit and he'll just be stood there.
Well, I mean, I'll kind of spoil the surprise of the winner because then we'll know who the winner is.
No, because that might be after the Rumble.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Because it's a title match.
Yeah.
I personally, I'd put the title match last. You know, open it with Bianca and Alexa.
I wouldn't like that because it's the Royal Rumble. It's always been the men's Royal Rumble. It's always been the main event.
Yeah, well, you know that's going to be the main event, but in true logic fashion, you should put the title match last. You know, open it with a title match just to win the fans over, meaning Bianca and Alexa should go first.
They wouldn't do that though because
they've never done it. But I'm saying this is how I would do it.
Yeah, but then you're making the show longer then.
Not really,
because it depends on how long the fight is for your main event, and the Royal Rumble's got 30
Yeah,
men.
but this is just my prediction of how I would set out the card. I'd open it with a title match and close it with a title match.
Yeah, fair enough.
Everyone's different.
Let's cover in the main event then for tonight, the men's Royal Rumble.
Cody Rhodes for me.
Yeah.
Cody, I think, is going to win it, but it depends if The Rock comes back. Because if The Rock comes back...
I'm still saying Cody. Why all of a sudden has Cody all of a sudden decided to come back and show his face?
Yeah.
He must have been offered a title opportunity.
Well,
they want to push Cody because remember, Cody has never held a world title in WWE.
No.
He's held it in AEW.
Yeah.
But not on WWE, no.
Exactly. And that's what he wants. He said he wants to achieve that accomplishment for his dad.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing he said to his dad after he lost his dad. He said, I will become a world champion for you.
Yeah.
And he did. He stuck to his word. Got in AEW. And got congratulated by his brother.
Yeah.
As we all know him as Goldust. But it's not. It's Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes, yeah.
In AEW.
Yeah.
But it's Cody for me.
Yeah.
Your prediction?
Yeah, I've got Cody as well setting up. Obviously, Cody
A feud with Roman
leading up to WrestleMania.
What happens if Cody is in Kevin's corner for tonight? So I don't think he's just going to do the Rumble.
I doubt that.
No.
I doubt that.
But a question for everyone, and including us all as well. Do we think after the fight of the dark match with Bray and LA Knight, do we think we'll see them again at the Rumble? Because it is possible.
I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't know. I don't think we will.
I can see Bray going in.
I'll see LA Knight going in and not Bray.
Because Becky done it. She lost to Asuka at the Royal Rumble and then went into the women's because Lana got injured. And she told Adam Pearce to put her in.
That's true. And it's same with the Hardys as well. The Hardys defended the World Tag Team titles.
Winning
it against Eminem. Edge as well, yeah.
Kurt Angle. There's loads. Cena's done it. Yeah. Cena's been in a match and in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do we think we'll either see them too? Or do we think it's just going to be surprises?
I think we'll get surprises. I reckon
unless a surprise could be The Fiend and Bray's keeping it quiet.
Maybe, but I reckon we're going to see Matt Condona come back.
Oh, Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder.
Comments know him as Zack Ryder.
Yeah. And then maybe for Forbidden Door, I reckon Jay White. I can see that.
I can see Jay White coming because the OCR and AJ are there.
And AJ,
yeah.
And he wants to start the Bullet Club. Unless that could be the turn of the OC and AJ bringing Jay White with them to convince Finn that he's not suitable for the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Because Jay White is his leader.
Yeah.
If we're going by with New Japan, obviously you saying Jay White and all that.
You're going for.
I'm going for Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah.
The Rainmaker. I reckon like the stadium will just erupt.
Yeah, it'll be electrifying.
Like just hearing like the fucking coins drop. Like just everyone.
I thought it's a bold. I know it's a very bold shot. Cause I know it's not going to happen. But for the women's one, I would like to see Mercedes Moné come out.
No, given what's going on between her.
She didn't actually actually slander WWE when she left.
It was just about.
She thanked Triple H more than anything. But that's my opinion. That's who I would like to see as like a open door.
It's probably not going to happen,
door.
but yeah.
That's my opinion. We're all entitled. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
Like you would like to see Okada. For Forbidden Door for the men's. But who for the women? If you had a Forbidden Door for the women, who would you pick? It could be Impact, it could be AEW, it could be Ring of Honor, it could be New Japan.
GCW anyway.
I probably would say Mickie James would probably be a most likely candidate for the Women's Royal Rumble.
But if you could pick anyone, like you could pick anyone.
Anyone at all.
Anyone at all. It don't have to be the obvious candidate. It's just your opinion on who you want.
I'll probably would stick with Mickie James.
Mickie James.
Yeah.
For you, Reeks?
If I could pick anyone, you know what? I'll probably say Britt Baker. Britt Baker. I'll say that because she's done everything she can do in AEW, and
not yet.
Well, I mean, she hasn't been. She's won the women's championship.
Yeah.
But I think all she needs to win now is the TBS title.
She needs to beat Jade Cargill.
For that. But
she would be a brilliant pick for the Rumble.
She would be amazing. Yeah.
That would be my for Forbidden Door pick if I could pick anyone. It would be Jade Cargill, and that's only to go after Rhea. I think she's the only one who would be able to stand pound for pound with Rhea in the middle of the ring.
Both
her or Beth. Can we see the return of Beth Phoenix now after what Rhea did to her? In front of Edge.
I think we will. Yeah.
I probably would say
if that happens,
if she was still alive, the only one who I could see going pound for pound with
China.
Yeah.
China.
Yeah. If she was still alive.
Yeah. God bless.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah.
Brilliant promos, week in, week out, when she was with DX.
Yeah.
All time, one of the greatest women. And believe it or not, I've got to throw credit out here to Mae Young.
Mae Young, yeah.
What she did for the company.
Yeah.
Storylines with Mark Henry giving birth to a hand. Like it takes a lot of gut to do that because you're basically throwing yourself out there. Like you're not giving birth to a natural kid, you're just giving birth to a hand. And she played that part very, very well.
It did get out of hand.
Exactly. It got out of hand as well as holding a hand, I should say, to be fair.
Yeah.
But for the men, you've gone for Okada. Who have you gone for?
For Forbidden Door?
Yeah.
It's probably never going to happen because he will never come. But I'm going to say the assassin Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay. I've met him before in real life and he's such a sweet dude. But ring ability, he's amazing. Yeah.
Bring back the feud with Ricochet.
If you watch that match with Ricochet, them two together can steal a show no matter what.
I would like to see Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega would be amazing.
Yeah. I'd love to see Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
In-ring competition for him would be amazing and it would suit him for WWE because him in the middle of that ring, he walks around like he owns it. Yeah. And that's because he knows. And believe it or not, the only one who can go pound for pound for him in that sort of way is Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Strike for strike, pound for pound.
Yeah.
Like Bryan Danielson has got a wrestling heart. He's got a wrestling heart. Like his heart bleeds for wrestling.
Yeah, I probably would like to see Omega go up against like guys like Owens, Rollins.
Exactly. He's got so much competition. If he was to take that next step over and he was to come to WWE, he can also run that feud back with AJ. But then he can also join the Bullet Club as well.
Yeah.
And if there's anyone who can convince Finn that he's not part of the Judgment Day and that he's Balor Club for life, is Jay White.
And Jay White's the one that can hold it.
Because Jay White's the leader.
Yeah.
Jay was, yeah.
And that's because he is the leader.
Mm.
But for surprise returns of the Rumble, who's your pick? Who are your picks? Who would you like to see as surprise?
For the men's?
Yeah. Surprise returns. Are we going, if there is any?
Surprise returns, I'm going with Edge. We'd say 4.
I said you can do picks or pick.
Okay, so my picks, I'm going to say Edge. I'm going to stick with Zack Ryder, Jay White. There's another name that I'm thinking
You're
of.
going to say the person on your shirt.
You know what?
Go
Yeah,
on, I know you want it.
I will probably say Cena as well.
And for you, Jordan, who
you know what?
are your
Yeah,
4 picks?
I'll probably got Edge as well. I'll probably throw names like the Hurricane out there.
Hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Okay.
It was in the Rumble a few years back.
No. I can.
We can see like it's gonna be like not ones that we're expecting. Like and when you said the like sort of like Jay White, it could be Hurricane.
Yeah.
It all depends on what suits them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'd like to see Carlito again.
Carlito, that's actually a good shout. That's actually.
I'd like to see Carlito again.
That's actually a decent shout.
There was a name as well that Chris Masters said he wanted to be part of the 2023 Royal Rumble.
Ooh.
So could we see Chris Masters tonight?
Leave that one in the comments.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind Chris Masters. And then if let's just say like he were to like sort of stay, I would like to see him go up against like especially Lashley. I want to see him and Lashley.
Yeah, pound for pound, strike for strike,
Bobby
power for power.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley was the one who broke the master lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he could go after revenge.
Yeah, there we go.
And for me, well, I'm going to stick with you and say Edge. Because there could be loads. There's loads of options to throw out there. There's loads of options to throw there. I'm going to say Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw God. He's been at every Rumble so far.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's like a surprise return, but I'm going to go for Carmelo Hayes from NXT to come in.
That's the NXT entrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. I'm going to revert that. I'm going to say Bron Breakker. He's going to be the NXT for me. Because I know you're not really a fan of NXT.
a few like in each Rumble, like there's been a few.
Yeah, you had
NXT.
Casey Canzaro when she first came in. She was NXT, but she went into the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You had Johnny.
I would like to see
Tommaso.
Cameron Grimes in there.
Yeah. Who?
Cameron Grimes in there.
To the moon.
Cameron Grimes. Yeah, I mean.
But getting back to my actual picks, I think it would be Edge, Godfather. I think we'll see the return of the Great Khali just to try and go up against Omos.
Or Shanky, who comes back.
No, I think it'll be great Khali. That's 3 for me, and the last one I'm gonna say Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock.
Yeah, I can agree to that. NXT wise,
for me, Bron Breakker. He's the only one.
I've got Cameron. I've got Cameron Grimes.
You have to say his line. You have to say his line after. Every time you say Cameron Grimes, you've got to say to the moon.
To the moon.
There we go.
With me, I'm gonna go with Joe Gacy.
Joe Gacy.
Good Joe Gacy. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I think it's going to be either Grayson Waller or Bron Breakker, because them two have been both cut out of the Performance Centre.
Yeah.
Because of what happened at the Fight Influence.
Yeah.
Then he went for an interview, ended up turning out into a massive brawl.
Yeah.
Like all out brawl.
Man, I can't wait for that match.
I still say Bron's going to do it. I'm still going to say,
match, yeah.
But the thing is though, I can see Grayson Waller beating Bron and then Bron getting the call up to Raw, but Grayson Waller's going to be the new famous part of Toxic Attraction with Gigi Dollin and JC Jane.
Mm.
Because they've already had a fight with each other anyway, them three.
Yeah.
And she was the one who set up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I surprised the term for the woman. I know it's not going to happen because she's not going to do it, but I'd like to see Mandy come back. Mandy Rose. I'd love to see her come back.
It depends if they allow her to come back because of what happened.
But there's so many people that have done what she's done.
And
Paige
Paige was worse. I agree
exactly.
to that. Paige was worse.
She got told that she was allowed to come back.
Uh,
I actually think Naomi's showing up tonight.
Naomi, that's a shout.
I think Naomi's showing.
Yeah.
I think Naomi's coming, and she's going to be the final pick. She's going to be the final entry.
Number 30.
Number 30.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're going to cut the show here.
Yeah.
Leave your comments and like, subscribe. We'll be back next week for the breakdown of the Rumble. See if our predictions were correct.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about NFL because
The main man here. No,
the main man over here,
Main man.
Jordan. He's an Eagles fan. They're playing the 49ers
Yeah, tomorrow.
tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it'll be 8 o'clock.
We'll talk about football as well. We'll break down some of the FA Cup games because me and Reece here are, unfortunately, we are Tottenham fans.
Yeah.
So leave the hate in the comments.
Uh,
We'll thrive off that energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll do the same thing again. We'll break down Raw and SmackDown, and we'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Peace.
Thank you.